Good morning, dear students. So, today we are going to start our chapter 13 from the literature, The Jealous Courtiers. Let's start the chapter. Dusseldorf is a small town in Germany. In olden days, a very famous artist lived in this small town. His fame had spread far and wide. So, one day, the prince called him. He ordered the artist to make a portrait statue of himself on horseback to be done in bronze. The artist was overjoyed at the assignment and set on to his task. He worked day and night and completed the statue in time. He had the great statue set up in the public square of Dusseldorf and requested the prince to unveil it. The prince gladly consented to his request and a date was fixed for unveiling the statue. So, Dusseldorf is a small town in Germany, and in olden days, there was a very famous artist who lived in this town. So one day, and he was very famous for his art worldwide. So one day, the prince called him. For what purpose? He called him and ordered him to make a portrait statue of Prince on the horseback, which is to be done in bronze. Artist was very happy to get the assignment and he was very dedicated and started his task. He worked day and night and completed the assignment in time. And finally, he presented the statue in the public square of Dusseldorf and he requested the prince to come and do the opening ceremony of that statue. Opening ceremony is the meaning of the word unveil here. Unveil means ceremonially uncovered. Okay, the prince was very happy and he fixed a date for the opening ceremony of the statue. Let's see what happened next. So, on the appointed day, the prince, along with a large retinue, including his favorite courtiers, came to unveil the statue. So, on the fixed day, Prince, along with his followers and his favorite courtiers, came to do the opening ceremony of the statue. Here, the word retinue means followers, favorite courtiers. Okay, friends or courtiers or ministers, you can say. When the statue was unveiled, the prince was amazed at its beauty. When the statue was opened in front of prince, the prince was very surprised to see the beauty of the artist. It was really very beautiful, so beautiful that the prince exclaimed in surprise. He turned to the artist and shook hands with him like an old friend. You have done a wonderful job. Now the prince was very happy and surprised to see the beauty of the statue, and he was also amazed to see the art of the artist. So he turned toward the artist and shook hands with him like an old friend and also appreciated him for his work. He said, "You have done a wonderful job. You are a great artist, and this statue will make your fame even greater than it is. The portrait of mine is perfect." The prince was so happy that he appreciated the artist in front of everyone and he said, "You had done a wonderful job. The statue is really very nice." The portrait is really very nice, and this statue will give you more popularity than you are already popular, right? So when the courtiers heard this, they became jealous of the artist. Now the question is, why the courtiers became jealous of artist? Because the prince appreciated the artist in front of everyone, and he treated him like his old friend. Okay, that's why the courtiers got jealous. They pondered. Pondered means to think how they could safely do something to humiliate him. They think and they were making plan to for what? They want to insult the artist in front of everyone. Humiliate means to insult somebody. Okay, they dare not pick flaws in the portrait statue. Flaws here indicate mistake or error. They dared not pick flaws in the portrait statue, for the prince had declared it perfect. They here stands for the courtiers. Courtiers were not able to find a single error in the statue of prince. They but at last one of them said with an air of great frankness. One of the courtiers said in a friendly manner, "Indeed, the portrait of His Royal Highness is perfect, but permit me to say that statue of the horse is not quite successful. The head is too large, it is out of proportion." So one of the courtier said in a friendly manner that the portrait of your highness is really perfect, but can you permit me to say that the statue of horse is not perfect? According to him, he was pointing towards the head of the horse, which is out of the proportion. Okay, listening to that, another courtier, the second courtier, said, "No, the horse is really not so successful. According to the second courtier, the turn of the neck there is awkward. The direction of neck is not appropriate. It is awkward for this, according to the second courtier. Third courtier said, "If you would change the right hand foot." He pointed towards the right hand foot. He wanted to change the right hand foot of the horse. And he said, if you would change the right hand foot, it would look even more beautiful. Still, another one found fault with the horse tail, and the fourth courtier pointed towards the horse tail. So the courtiers, they gave their different opinions on the statue of horse, which they were trying to humiliate artist in front of the prince. First courtier said that the head of the horse is out of the proportion. The second courtier said that the direction of the neck is awkward. Third said if he would change the right hand foot of the horse, it would look more beautiful. And the fourth one was pointing towards the horse tail. Artist was listening to them quietly. Okay, the artist listened quietly, and when they all had finished, he turned towards the prince and said, "Your courtiers find a good many flaws in the statue of the horse." The artist listened to all the courtiers silently, whatever mistakes they pointed towards the statue of horse. Then he turned towards the prince and said that your courtiers, they had pointed out the good mistakes in the statue of horse, but for that I need a time to do the change in the statue of horse. So we will conclude it here. We'll stop it here for today. We'll continue the story in the next session. Till then, read the chapter till page number 83. If there is any doubt, you can ask me anytime. Read this story till page number 83 two times and try to answer the questions on your own. And also do the reading practice of difficult words, which is very, very, very important for you to pronunciation. Okay, so we'll continue the second part of the story in the next class. Till then, take care, stay home, stay safe, and do the question answers and word meanings in your fair notebook in a neat and clean handwriting. Thank you.